Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to Sunya IAS guys. I hope you all are doing really great. And in this particular video, we are going to understand that how we should approach paper 2 of agriculture option. What is the right approach? And before it, what should be the mindset we should have in order to understand this paper 2? So all questions will be answered. Approach we will get, that how we should proceed with paper 2, the right mindset of getting this paper 2, because paper 2, when you will analyze the subject, you will see it is full of technicalities, right? Now first, before proceeding, let us see that what are the myths revolve around this particular paper 2 guys. And paper 2 basically scares the students a lot, that are pushing away students from opting this particular option. Why? Because they think that this particular paper 2 is highly technical in nature, which I'll say that this is not the case, guys. This is completely not technical. When you will put this particular syllabus paper 2 in certain compartments like biology and all this, that we have to study genetics, biology, plant breeding, then it will become chaotic. You don't see it like this, which the way you are seeing it, don't see like this, guys. I'll tell you the right way of seeing this particular, what should be your perspective when you look to the syllabus. I'll tell you. You will analyze that this is not at all technical. You just have to understand certain things in a manner that you have to just divulge it out in the exam. So you will understand it in that manner. You will not understand it in order to become an agriculturist, which I am again saying you. You are not going to become agriculturist after this optional. Your sole aim is to get into the merit list and get the service you want, IAS, IPS, IFS, and other allied services. So this is just a medium. Treat this agriculture as a medium, guys. So you don't have to get to the technicalities which PhD agriculture students read, with masters with agriculture students do. You don't need this, right? So we will see the perspective, what should be the right perspective when we will be analyzing the syllabus. And second myth is only bio students, because here's a lot of biology is involved with plants. We have to understand plants physiology, plants breeding, plant genetics. Well, then only bio students can do it. No, guys, this is not the case. There will be some new words with the non-science student, non-bio students. But over here, I would suggest that don't see yourself as certain student. For example, bio, science student, non-science student. Don't see yourself like this. Just see yourself like you are an aspirant and you want to be this particular, you want to get this service. Now this is just a medium you have to cross. This agriculture you have taken as optional, this medium you have to cross. And the importance of this agriculture optional I have told you in the previous video, right? So we will see that what all we have to, like, how should be our approach is. Also, there are huge books associated with this. Is true that huge books are associated with these topics, plant breeding, plant genetics. On particular topic, we have huge books which we read in masters, which we read in PhD. But do we need these books, guys? For like per part, for example, if plant breeding, only 2 to 3 questions are coming, that means on an average, 2 to 3 questions you will read 2 3 books. Not at all, guys, not at all. You just have to understand the syllabus lines, and you should have sufficient content in 300 to 400 words. That should be on your tips, which I am focusing upon, guys, right? So these are the myths associated with it. You don't have to think in this manner. First of all, you have to think just that I have to use this particular optional, this is my medium, and I have to get this particular service. By using this, I do not have to get expert in this particular subject. That's why you are seeing that a non-agri student, non-agriculture background, without any having any background in agriculture, takes agriculture as an optional and is scoring or is getting into the merit list, while a agriculturist PhD student is not able to qualify the exam. Why this is happening then? This is happening just because of the perspective which we are seeing this particular paper. Now move forward. This was paper 1. I have taught you that how paper 1 should be approached, like in the video. If you are not seen that particular video, how to approach paper 1, then I would request that in the description box you will get the like video for approach, how to approach paper 1. I have told you that you will go first of all for understanding the soil and nutrient management. That means you will go first understanding unit number 5, that is soil and nutrient management. Then you will, and when you will understand this soil and all, then you will be in a position to understand that how should we go for conservation of soil and water. So another unit which you will go for is soil and water conservation. Then you will be in a position to understand unit number 2, that is agronomy. Then you will like in a position to understand that how different crops should be grown. This I have told you in a how to approach paper 1 video, right? Just go and watch the sequence if you have not watched it. To my subscriber who have watched it, we have completely uploaded paper number 1 in the portal. Paper number 1 has been completed. Now we are moving towards paper number 2. And to all my subscribers and those who have not subscribed the course also, this video is for them to understand that how we should see paper number 2, guys. So let us see what all we have in paper number 2. See, this is the as it is syllabus mentioned in the UPSC notification, that they have written like this, like paragraphs wise. But we have divided this whole syllabus into some units for our convenience to study, right? Also in graduation you study it in this particular part also, right? So first part is basically we have divided into cell biology and genetics, guys. Cell biology and genetics, unit number 1, in part 2 we try to study. Now what all you will study under this? Now if you will read it from a point of view of that only bio students can understand it, no guys, you are studying the basics of it. For example, if you are studying cell, then there will be various terminology associated with it. You just have to have the right mindset to in order to gain, in order to absorb this information. And how I have taught this, you can go to the portal. In the description box you will get the link and see the demo videos. I have taught you this full cell biology and genetics. Try to sit down and relax and understand. Even a non-educated student who have not having any qualification, who is not having any educational background, will be able to understand this particular part. Over here you will understand that this is my plant. Then what is my plant cell? What is exactly my plant cell containing? What is DNA? What is RNA? What is chromosome? What is mutation? How heredity is taking place? All answers you will get from this particular unit. So in paper number 2, when you will start, you will start with this particular unit, that is unit number 1, cell biology and genetics. This is being divided into various subheadings, like you are seeing certain lines of the syllabus, right? We have divided the class in this way. You can also see the demo videos on this cell biology and genetics and understand how we are teaching or how I am teaching you this particular cell biology and genetics. When you will be acquiring this particular knowledge, then you go and study unit number 2, guys. That I want to get the best plant possible, which can give me good quality of yield. I want the best quality plant. So you need the knowledge of plant breeding now, that how we should go for plant breeding, how will we do this breeding, and this you can understand in a better way only if you have command over cell biology and genetics. Under this plant unit, under this unit number 2, you will study about different methods of plant breeding. Now what should be my approach? My approach should be like, if pure line selection method of plant breeding comes, do I have 300 to 400 words related to it? This should be my approach. This should be my mindset. My mindset should not be like this: who gave this approach and how, why this approach came to came into existence. We should not go into the hair splittery of this, or PhD we should do on one topic. We should, like, I'll be teaching you in a way, if you have seen the demo videos. If not, then you will understand that we are picking one topic, for example, set structure, function and cycle, and we are trying to answer this particular part, structure and function. Also when you will analyze PYQ, they are also focusing upon exactly syllabus lines, guys. So this unit number 2 will give you that how the best quality plant you should produce by plant breeding methods, and different methods like pure line selection, pedigree, mass, and all these methods and other related aspects related to plant breeding will be done in unit number 2, that is basically plant breeding. Now after doing this second unit, you go for understanding my Plant physiology. Plant physiology is your unit number 4 of paper 2. Plant physiology. What is plant physiology? In this you will understand the what basically how photosynthesis is happening. Now guys, over here a lot of equation, a lot of new names will come. You just treat them as new persons you are meeting, so their names are just complicated. Cam cycle, like you will be seeing like sorry, you will be seeing over here dark reaction, light reaction, right? Everything you see it from the perspective that you have to learn these new words only. And again when you will be reading this photosynthesis, this particular part you have to read again and again so that you get comfortable with these topics. Photosynthesis, respirations you have to understand into this, glycolysis, Krebs cycle. We will see it in particular lectures, right? Don't worry about it. Over here you have to see other aspects also, like osmosis and all. Over here you see that plant physiology, plant nutrition, absorption, translocation. This is my unit number 4, C3 C4 cam mechanism. Everything will be covered, and you have to think like we have to just make the heading and understand what is all related to C3 C4 cam. So now you are in a position to understand the plant physiology. First you understood the cell, genetics, and heredity, how this is happening. When you understood that okay, in this way plant is propagating, then you will understand what my how I should go for the best method in order to get me the best quality plant. You will understand several aspects of plant breeding over here. One unit, two unit. Then you go for fourth unit, plant physiology, that how the mechanism of photosynthesis is happening, respiration is happening, translocation, and other phenomena which is happening with the plant, how this is happening. These three should be studied in connection, guys. This connection is important in paper 2. Most fundamental units of paper 2, I would say. Then you go for this unit number 4, oh sorry, unit number 3, this seed technology. Very easy unit, seed technology. Over here you will understand how seed certification takes place and different aspects over related to it. What are the issues which are going on? This particular part covers your current affairs only. Only from here one current affair question will come from this intellectual property issues, WTO issues, right? And you have to see it that only one question is going to come from this particular unit number 3. So I have to read it from that perspective. Every point, every line should I should have some 300 to 400 words. That's it. Then after going for seed technology, you should go for my diseases part, plant pathology, guys. This is important. Diagnosis of pest, diseases. This should be done. This part. Over here, you will understand many plant diseases, integrated pest management, the question which frequently comes over here. This will be covered. And then you will go for this horticulture and food production. Food production should be in the last, my food production consumption part. Right, this is the right way, but first you will focus upon what? Cell biology and genetics first, then plant breeding, then you go for this plant not pathology, physiology. When you will understand in this manner, your base for paper 2 is clear now. Then you go for seed technology and entomology and pathway and entomology and pathology, or you can say plant pathology. After this you study for horticulture and landscaping or food production, or likewise you want to read. But the basic units are cell biology, genetics, plant breeding, and plant physiology, guys. Try to see how I have covered this cell biology and genetics topic. We have understood as paper 1. You can also check out the telegram group. Paper 1 has been completed. You can check out the feedback, guys. We have understood paper 1 like keywords oriented manner. Now any student, any of my subscriber would be able to answer any line of the any line of the syllabus, guys. Similar way paper 2 will be covered, and a demo videos for cell biology and genetics is out. Check it now. And if you face any problem, connect with me, guys. All right, on this number you can connect with me, telegram me, or WhatsApp me, right? All right, guys, take care.